Attention. All right. Useful? Now have some goals laid out, yes?
Yes.
All right, so we're now gonna get down to brass tacks for at least one quarter, okay? So using the sheets that we handed out, okay, I'd like you to plan out your first quarter, okay? I'm also gonna send you another quarterly plan layout a little bit differently, okay, so that you can choose the ones that'll best work. But for now, we're gonna use the one that Eric introduced because it's laid out so nicely, okay? And you're gonna brainstorm actions with the group at your table, okay? Actions that will get you to the end result, all right? We're gonna give each person 10 minutes so that the entire group can help them brainstorm and lay it out, all right? Is that clear for everybody? So online, you guys will do that together, okay? And you're just gonna brainstorm, okay, you're gonna if it's your turn for the 10 minutes, you're gonna say, okay, here's my goal for the year. Here's what I wanna have done. Here's what I need to have done by the end of the first quarter if I'm gonna make that goal. And then let's open it up to all the different actions you could take that will get you there. And then your job is to take all those actions that the group sums up with, pick and choose the ones that you feel are most valuable, most gonna get you to the end result, and then lay it out in your quarter plan document. Is that clear for everybody? Anybody unclear about that? Okay, great. So, Terry, you and Eric, one go to this table, one go to that back table there. That will give each group 4 people, which will be perfect. Okay? All right, so we're gonna give your groups 10 minutes each, okay? You may not need the whole 10 minutes. If you finish brainstorming, then move on to the next person. But realize it's gonna take, not that one, Terry, this one over here. Yeah, thanks. In brainstorming, what's the first rule of brainstorming, Jacob?
No wrong answers.
No wrong answers. Thank you, Jacob. No wrong answers in brainstorming. Your job isn't to determine or evaluate the ideas. Your job is just to get them down. Okay? If you need more paper, come and see Ron. He'll supply some for you.
Because he's a nice guy.
Because he's a really great, nice guy. Okay? I will walk around occasionally and just double check. Okay? Who's going to go? One person raise their hand. Who's going to go first? One person in each group, raise your hand. We're going to be here forever if one person doesn't raise their hand. Okay, good. So we got Shirley, Kara, Christine.
Only 2 in our group.
One person in each group raise their hand, Rachel. Okay, great. Awesome. Who's going first in this group? Honestly, so resistant.
Right?
Honestly.
I don't mind. Does it ever matter?
All right, so first person, you get 10 minutes brainstorming, writing down the actions, getting feedback. You're going to start with, here's my goal for the end of the year. Hold on one second. Hold on one second. Bring your attention back, please. Bring your attention back. The first person, you're going to tell them what your goal is by the end of the year and what you want to have accomplished by the end of the first quarter, which is at least 25% towards your goal. Then you're going to brainstorm, okay? And you're going to write down everything people say. You guys, make sure you say slow enough so that she can get it written down, okay? Or he can get it written down. All right, is everybody clear? Anybody not clear? Great, your first 10 minutes starts now. Go.
Sean, can you mute yourself so we can talk online, please?
You betcha.
Hi, guys. Here, oh, there you go.
We're having trouble here.
That's okay. Does anyone want to go? Does anyone want to go first?
First.
Pardon?
Sure.
Okay.
So it's end goal first. Okay, so for the year, my goal, hold on, let me scroll back up. The big game for the goal is to generate $2 million company revenue and $200,000 personal income or shares in the company.
Okay.
So the quarter goal is to basically launch the company by the end of the quarter, by the end of March. That means having a minimum viable product, like a demo version of the product that I'm building, and have acquired the first couple of users, have the full launch plan, so like the 90-day, 180-day, like basically 3-month, 6-month, and 1-year plan for it. Have identified a co-founder and created an outsourcing team to support. Yeah, so that's the goal for the 3 months. And then for the first month is, first I got to complete my course. So the course that I was telling you about, I'm going to spend 2 weeks to finish the project courses related to that. And then the other 2 weeks, I'm going to set up a company, or sorry, incorporate the company and set up the accounting, like bank account.
Okay.
And we'll develop a first draft for or not a first draft, but like a business model canvas for the company. And then on the the middle 2 weeks is when I'm going to be working on the project, or finishing up the course. And then the fourth week, I'm going to be building up a prototype and a landing page website for the product. So I'm going to have a basic like data visualization tool that I'll have built up. That's a prototype using some test data. And then I'm going to have the landing website created for that week. And then in February, I'm going to, for February and March, I'm actually joining this kind of an incubator program. So it's like an entrepreneurship program. And I'm actually following the outline for what they're doing over the course of the 8 weeks.
It starts in January.
No, it's January 27th, but basically end of, yeah. So the first week is creating the roadmap for the company. So setting out what the 3-month, 6-month, and 1-year plan is, creating a whole launch plan, and then also identifying the vision and values of the company. So just the high level roadmap for how this company is going to, what we're going to achieve in the company. The second week of February, I'm going to flesh out the business model canvas and do more market research. So I'm going to have a comprehensive view of the company and the market research. I'm going to translate that knowledge into like action steps and how we're going to test the different assumptions that are in our business model. And I'll have a full product service roadmap leading up until and beyond the launch. So that's kind of fleshing out the plan more. And then on the third week, I'm going to develop the revenue and sales side of it. So I'm going to set up the pricing strategy for the product, build out the sales funnel, identify the customer personas for the different, for the potential client or the end customer, generate the leads and the sales script related to that, and the prospecting strategy for reaching out to them. And then the fourth week of February is going to be marketing. So I'm going to be looking at the social media channels and just the main ways to reach out to the architects and the engineers that will be the customers for this. So set up all my social media channels, set up the website. So by then it won't just be a landing page, it'll be a more fleshed out website. Create maybe a guerrilla marketing strategy and a media kit related to that.
Mm-hmm.
And then in March, the first week of March, I'm going to focus on the budgeting and the funding side of things. So looking at, I think it's more just looking at the finances of the company. I'm probably going to initially bootstrap the company, but also looking at potential funding and also like equity split with co-founders, if I'm going to bring co-founders on, or when I bring co-founders on. The second week of March will be leadership and team. So solidifying the vision and values of the company, identifying the capabilities that I need in the team. So yeah, outsourcing, and then identifying a potential co-founder. And then the third week of March will be customer development. So reaching out to potential customers, contacting 30 customers, setting up interviews, testing out the assumptions. Fourth week, legal and accounting. So setting up, refining any accounting systems and all the other documentation and just more the logistical side of the company. And and so by the end of this, I'll have a product launched and the first few users on it.
How many users?
I will have 10 users. have tested out.
Did you?
Yeah. Yeah, so that's fine. Users onboarded.
So you'll have it all built by the end of this. The prototype is built. You'll have 10 users on board.
Yeah. First 10 users. Yeah.
What about in terms of, you were also talking about what are your plans for the edge?
This will be built up.
So you'll have built it out with Edge, or you have when will you have contacted and spoken with Edge?
That's in the January.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's pending on whether or not I can align in partnership, because I may not be able to work on that. So then I might build out the other product.
Exactly.
All right. Chloe, you want to go?
Well, we're supposed to give feedback.
Oh, feedback. Sorry. Right. How much time do we have? Just
10 minutes.
Because I just want to make sure there's enough time for you guys to.
Yeah, no, I set you a time of 5 minutes, so there's about 3 minutes left.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know much about this, area. So I don't really have, like, it just sounds really structured and really well thought out. You like each week you're working on a specific area within what you're creating, which I think is amazing. So you have, like, it sounds like you have the first 3 months, like all
with the
planned out.
With the outline of the course.
Yeah, because it's the final 2 months. I'm basically, February and March. I'm kind of following the structure of the program. It works out well with that. But great. Do you have any feedback? Sure.
Yeah, no, I think making sure that that you set yourself up to really have each of these things happen in each of the weeks. That's gonna be something.
Oh, for sure. This is a lot of work. Yeah.
And it's really. This is good to know that we do not have any time to joke around.
That's right.
Yeah, like it's awesome. It really is structured in such a way that there's clarity around it.
Yeah.
What's your SEL project?
Yeah, I need to figure that out. It's related to this. Right now, currently, the project is related to creating an environmental API that can then connect onto this product. So it's like helping people understand the environmental impacts. So like the numbers that I generate from this tool, making those numbers more relatable. But I need to think through like how that incorporates into this strategy. But
so by when are you having that done, or when are you?
That's by the end of this week. I need to.
By the end of this week. So Sunday this week.
Yeah, by Monday or Tuesday when I have the call.
By Tuesday, okay.
Yeah.
All
right.
Great stuff.
Chloe, want to share?
Yeah. Okay. So, just like hearing your feedback and what you created.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if.
By the way, Chloe, don't feel intimidated at all. A lot of what Anthony has he's pulled a lot of an outline. So this can sound really intimidating. I saw your facial features. It can sound really overwhelming and he has it all figured out. But he has the benefit of also having pulled a lot from a structure of a course. So it's very nicely, clearly laid out.
Yeah, and I've also given thought to this beforehand.
Yeah.
So I already knew the first 3 weeks what it's going to look like. So yeah.
So breathe easy.
Okay, got it. Okay, so at the end of the year, what a sprint triathlon is it's a 1.5 kilometer swim, 20K bike, and a 10 kilometer run. So at the end of March, what I'm looking to have accomplished from start to end is being able to do the 500 meter swim, a 5 kilometer bike, and a 2.5 kilometer run.
So can you give the numbers again?
Yeah. So by the end of March, it's a 500 meter swim.
Yeah.
And then 5 kilometer bike.
Yeah.
And then 2.5 kilometer run.
Okay, awesome.
And what I see some actions to take I went to a chiropractor, and he actually is heavily into doing triathlons, and he said to contact him if I was ever interested in doing that. So I'm going to contact him, and then I need to create a schedule, what it would look like to have the consistent like workouts, and how many times a week I would swim, like how many times I would bike, how many times I would run, because I don't know the world of that. Mm-hmm. And then, I normally do things on my own. So I'm looking to see if there's, maybe Ryan could coach me, or maybe there's a club in Victoria that I could join to, just to further that. But also I
Move
want
on to the next person, you guys, if you haven't already. Okay. Move on to the next person.
Yeah, we did.
Oh, was it 10 minutes each person?
Yeah, each person.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was 10 minutes for all three. That's why I was rushing. Okay, sorry. Okay.
So I can create relationships with people too, because that would help to spill into my relationships, which is create 5 more friendships, like being connected and creating the reliability and creating like the intimacy with friends. Mm-hmm. So that would further help that area, or that goal that I'm looking to create or looking to accomplish. And those are the 3 actions that I wrote down, mm-hmm. and the end goal for at least March. Mm-hmm. Is there anything that you guys can see that I could do?
So what you're saying is that by the end of March 31st, you'll be effective at swimming the 500 meters, the 5 kilometer bike, and the 2.5 kilometer run.
Yes, and it would be like no breaks in between. Like it's not like I would do the 500 meter swim and then wait an hour or something.
Do you have a sense of time?
I think that would, I don't know, because I haven't taken on my health and well-being in this way in over a year. So I'm not even sure what is realistic for me in the sense of what it would look like to accomplish this with my like age group perhaps. And that's something I could look at.
Sure.
Because I'd want to like obviously push myself and feel like, I don't want to be like casually doing this. This is something I would really want to take on and like really push myself. So I don't have an answer.
Oh no problem.
Yeah.
That might just be a suggestion for an action to take, is to get a sense. Once you've established a baseline, then it kind of gives you an idea of if you have a sense of what kind of timeline you're looking at, or if you're just looking at, obviously running nonstop, but if you have kind of a sense of a time, once you've established your baseline, I think that's a lot more it gives you a clear structure of what to move towards, and it'll give you more of a measurable outcome, right?
Okay, got it. I wrote that down. Thank you.
You could do the 500 meter swim and the 5 kilometer bike and the 2.5 kilometer run. You could do that in a whole day, or you could do that in 2 hours, right? So
yeah, that's true.
So the other thing I love what you have. Is it Ryan the chiropractor?
Yeah.
Okay. I love what you're having with speaking to people who've already done triathlons, because really getting their input with what's been effective, what's not been effective. This is an area of that is my expertise either, but definitely I know some Ironmans. If you're looking to get connected with some Ironmans, potentially posting it on your Facebook and like creating a group, or seeing what groups exist online, because then that way you have a community of people that you can be joining with, and you can be accountability buddies for, and kind of I think also with that timing piece, you can kind of on a weekly basis be having a sense of, okay, I want to be at like running 1 kilometer consistently. I want to be at like running this blah 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 consistently, whatever, right? Okay, yeah. So awesome. That way, once you've hit the end of March, you've kind of worked your way up to that. And yeah, you schedule. I like the schedule consistent workouts and stuff. So
right now with your, do you have a sense, like, can you actually complete each one of these pieces by themselves right now, like in your current level of fitness?
I could, yeah, like I can swim. I used to competitively swim, so I can do a 1.5 kilometer swim for sure. Yeah. I wouldn't be able to do them all together. I don't know if it'd be realistic